Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Tuesday and we are just leaving our Albergue La Parada in Reliegos. It is 7:05, so a bit later than normal. 25 kilometers to do today. We both, I think, lights off last night at 9 o'clock. We made up our roll with some tuna and we bought a fresh tomato to put in it. And we had sort of a chunk of that each, didn't we?
Yeah, it's nice to have something a little bit small
Yeah.
in the evening, because at lunchtime I had half a chicken and Mark had some lomo.
I had some lomo and salad and a few French fries, and we had that at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which really worked well for us yesterday. So we've got a few places to stop at today, but we'll worry about breakfast a bit later. We've had a horrible pre-packaged croissant. Not buying those again. Okay, weather report. It did pour down yesterday afternoon. We had a real thunder and lightning storm as forecast at 5 o'clock. There's some cloud around, but it's not rain cloud, so I don't think we're going to see any rain. We've got our ponchos out just in case.
Yeah. Chilly morning.
Chilly morning. Looking forward to my first coffee this morning, actually. Like, really looking forward to it. Okay, so really looking forward to getting to Leon, the city. And then I think after that, as we leave the Meseta, it'd be nice to go back to the more normal sized towns that we were used to at the beginning, and other caminos. But these places are tiny, very functional, very basic, but hey, they're doing the job. There's a lot of land around here, a lot of farmers, a lot of farming. Okay, until later.
Bye.
Bye. Hi there.
Hi.
We're just going into Mancia de la Mulas. It was in a nice, foggy, misty 6 kilometers. And as soon as I start filming, of course, a car's going to come. Just a sec. Oh, and a van the other way. Just nice, gentle hour's walk. It's a little bit nippy, but this is where we plan to have our breakfast. I think we're both fancying a nice breakfast this morning. Okay, bye for now. Okay, this is Mancia de la Matas, sorry. We just stopped at Bar Alonso. Super rave reviews. Not sure why, but it was okay. Did the job. Gave us a rest. Had our coffees. Bimbo toast. I don't think the most watery olive oil I've ever had. I think it might have been bloody sunflower oil or something, actually. But anyway.
Do we give it a 2?
Yeah, out of 100. But it was nice. A rural bar. You expect to say combine harvester part of which side you do. We're the only pilgrims in there. But one did shout out one Camino as we left, which is nice.
Yes.
Okay, so we're down to 19 now, into the big city, Leon. So I think we'll just settle down to our 4.9 pace today and enjoy it all. Okay, catch up later.
Bye.
Hi again.
Bye.
10 kilometers done. We're just coming through a tiny little hamlet, and we're actually walking. If you see over my shoulder, this is an old Roman road. So this is the main route in towards Leon, and Leon was a big Roman fortress where they based one of their army legions, so it's very well supported.
Wait, look, this goes there, go down there.
Oh, on the wall.
On the wall.
Little orchard.
Ooh.
I don't think the birds would have spotted him. Anyway, so it's walking next to this road now. This is the road we chose to avoid yesterday's hike, and we stuck to that little B road, which was much quieter than this. This is actually quite a busy road. Well, we were chatting yesterday about some things that we've picked up on from our experience gleaned, and I think one of them is walking sticks. I think we've both found that the sticks have come in so helpful. I mean, Janet's using hers now.
Yeah.
I generally use them on the ups, the downs, and some level. And two things it does: it means your upper body's pushing behind you rather than pushing off your feet.
Yeah.
But it also takes away that little push at the end of your on your toes as you roll over.
And I like to use them for balancing. You know, it's just nice to know you're not going to slip on different terrains. Helps with your knees. So, and your feet. It takes that ache off your feet.
Yeah. So we've really learned to appreciate using them.
Yeah.
We picked up a couple of new techniques of holding them on different terrains. The other thing was packing plenty of loo paper in your backpack for the impromptu stops.
Yeah.
Poncho. We've
Always here. I'll show you. So we can have it handy.
Here you go, I've got it.
You got it?
There you go.
There you go.
So we have that at the back any day that there's a slight threat of rain. And we can kind of get them on in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We tried and tested a couple of types before. We've settled on these that have actually got some small arms to them. So it means that your
arms don't get wet, which is brilliant. Keeps you really dry. Keeps you warm.
Well, it takes the wind off you.
Yeah, definitely.
And all the water just runs off and also goes over your rucksack.
Yeah.
So we've only needed to put our rucksack cover on a couple of times. But because the poncho's so quick, I think that's our go-to water stopper.
Yeah.
Okay, let's share a few points that we think note for our future.
And always have a few layers with you. You know, a few jackets, different things in your backpack. You're going to need it in the morning if it's cold.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
No, good.
The temperature, you know, does increase during the day, so then you can take it off and throw it into your bag, but you do need a few layers with you.
How many layers have you got with you, Jan?
Me, at the moment, I have got 2 layers. My poncho and my jacket.
There you go, so that's 4 layers. We've also got a couple of other layers that we needed in the Pyrenees, and if it turns really cold ahead, which it might do, so you want to have lots of thin layers that build up to a thick layer, and of course they're all lightweight. Okay, well, we're coming up to a little place in about 3 kilometers, and because the coffee was so bad at the last place, we're going to stop there and refresh our water bottles. We've got about 14 left, so we're going at a nice pace. Actually, really nice temperature for hiking.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
The scenery is starting to change already as we come in the back end of the Meseta. There's a lot more trees, traffic. And again, because we're coming into a big city, you're going to get the traffic. Yeah. Okay, signing off for now. Bye. Okay, just a quick snippet. We've just suddenly walked into this beautiful wooden area, and we haven't gone through woods for ages, and you forget how lovely it is going through. And we're just coming over this pedestrian bridge which takes us alongside this old bridge here, and I guess the roots of this is back in Roman times. These are old bridges. Obviously they've had work done on the top, but the foundations are pretty old. Oh, it's just really nice. Okay, bye for now. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, we're now, what did I just say we are? 4 or 5 kilometers out. Just crossed over a very busy road. So we know we're coming to a big town because it's getting a little bit industrial. The sun's coming out, but there's clouds about. But I think it's been a really nice walk today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Really, really been nice.
Few hills.
Few hills, which has been nice.
Yeah.
Trees, woods. Starting to get a little bit more interest more interesting things per square kilometre now, as we've come off the Meseta. Technically we're still on the edge, and I think tomorrow when we leave it's a little bit of that, and then we start the climbs up into the normal countryside, then up towards Galicia, which we've both decided that Galicia is the best, the most beautiful area to be hiking through. And I think it's lovely that Santiago's right over the far end of Galicia, so you all have to walk through it and enjoy it. So we're looking forward to that over the coming days. But this little jewel in the crown, Leon, we're really excited about seeing. And we're just coming up on this footpath by the side of a main road coming in. And you can see all the suburbs housing over there. Whether or not we get to see the cathedral so early remains to be seen. So we've been talking about what we'll do when we get there. The usual, probably have a drink, check in, nice shower, put on our glad rags and do a little bit of sightseeing. And tonight's date night. So, taking my lovely hiking companion, who's also my lovely wife Janet, and she has chosen
Chinese.
which apparently is very traditional for this part of the world, she tells me. So that's the plan. So in the meantime, I think we're going to enjoy our little hike into the big city. So, watch this space. Okay, bye for now. Okay, well, it's now 12:05. We're 2 kilometres or so from the centre, and we've just been greeted by 3 volunteers, Protection Civil. They gave us a stamp, welcome to the city, gave us a map, told us all about it. Really nice welcome to the town, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, even, although we didn't, you could even have a lollipop.
We were
Free
good.
lollipop, we were good.
Yeah.
Saving ourselves for the drink. It's got to be a beer. I think if he was offering free beers, we'd have sat ourselves down and made ourselves at home.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a 2 kilometre walk in, which is always lovely walking into these big cities. So I think we're just going to check what this is. We're just going to enjoy that. Oh wow, this is the remains of the old bridge. Okay, well, good job we weren't relying on that. Okay, until later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we've found Leon, found the centre. We just bumped into some pilgrims, and we just walked up, and this thing is there right in front of us. Absolutely huge. I think on the camera it doesn't show it justice, but that looks really great.
Oh, it looks amazing.
So we're going to do all our sightseeing tomorrow, so we're going to go in there tomorrow and everything, but right now we just want to go in and find somewhere to drink. So I don't think we ought to sit right in front of the cathedral, so let's head down this way. Oh,
there you go.
the
That
bells.
happens to us a lot. When we walk into a town, the bells chime.
Beautiful. Okay, till later.